You wouldn't lie to Congress now, would you? Hey, I am Chuck the Bureaucrat, and we've been following along with Major Riley as he tries to get some analysis done for General McNulty. The problem he's running into is that the data he needs to do the analysis comes from another office, and they're not exactly willing to share that data. Major Riley has tried asking nicely. He had his colonel talk to their colonel. He even wrote a ghost note for General McNulty to send to General Foster. But still, no data. When Major Riley was drafting his ghost note, Gary made this strange hint that there was a way to get the information even if the other office didn't give it to them. This technique is the old J-book trick. Now look, I've spent a lot of time trying to figure out how I would represent this in Riley's little cartoon world, but the fact of the matter is, it loses its punch if you start working with made-up documents. And that's because the old J-book trick leverages the public availability of documents that are submitted to Congress to request funds. These justification books, or J-books, contain all the details about what we've bought, what we're budgeted to buy, and what we want to buy. There are some relatively small black programs that are not included in the unclassified documents, but you still have a treasure trove of information that nobody can keep from you. Now I'm just going to tear through an example at blazing high speeds to give you a taste of how deep this rabbit hole goes. And if you want the slower version, still a wavetop version, you can click on this link. So if you're interested in what the government's buying, whether it's how much they're spending, how many they're buying, or when they plan to make their purchases, you can get that information from here. Here's where the fun part comes for Major Riley and Gary. General Foster's people won't give them their numbers. They're just going to go to the justification books and pull their own numbers. Sure, it's a little bit of work, but watch this. Foster's people are either going to say that the numbers from the J-book are right or wrong. If they say they're right, no more stonewalling. And if Foster's people say that the numbers in the J-book are wrong, Gary is immediately going to say, let me get this straight. You're telling me that we're giving incorrect data to Congress. We got to elevate this to our leadership immediately. Your boss is going to be furious with you. That'll put a quick end to stonewalling too. Now I hear lots of people saying they can't get data to do analysis, but listen, you take a little bit of knowledge about how the information is presented, combine it with some basic human psychology and a little bit of effort, and you would be amazed at the things you can accomplish. Now, here is a way to make huge gains by making a tiny change to the way you compliment good work from your coworkers. So watch this video to learn how.